What's up, guys? Have you ever had an advertisement on YouTube that just keeps on coming up over and over again? It's the same one. Well, every time I go to watch a YouTube video, I get in my comfort space, right? When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice. Whoop is a wearable that tracks metrics like sleep.
You're either living under a rock or you would know that this thing on my wrist is a Whoop. Now, the main thing that I love about the Whoop is the sleep tracker, the stress monitor.
Make it stop. It's literally every single YouTube advertisement I get is Whoop. And then I ask some of my friends and they've never heard of it before. Like, is it just me? Why are you targeting me? Products like this seem very interesting until it feels like it's being shoved down my throat like a passionate vegan advocate. And then it's like, well, I never want to own or hear about this product ever again. It's doing the opposite of what it should be doing. However, I've heard of this product so much that it maybe sparked my curiosity a little bit. So I'm kind of interested in what the Whoop does in a little bit, in a way, for YouTube purposes. I'm doing this for you guys. At first glance, it looks like those little scammy energy bands I would have like when I was younger that were just completely placebo and ended up actually not doing anything. But it was supposed to like make your balance better and your performance better, but we all fell for it for some reason, or at least I did. The only fitness watch I've ever actually owned is an Apple Watch. I pretty much used it for a few months, and ever since, it's just been sitting on my bedside table, just waiting for its time to shine, waiting to be resurrected from its grave. And Whoop's whole claim to fame is that it doesn't look like an Apple Watch. It doesn't have a screen. They're trying to push this like no screen, no distraction sort of thing. In their words, they say it's a minimalist screen-free design, means you could wear it 24/7, never take it off to charge thanks to a wireless battery pack. And the battery lasts like apparently like 5 days without dying, which is honestly pretty good considering like with my Apple Watch, I would have to charge it almost every night. But Whoop claims a faceless watch feature is so there's no distractions, but yet you still need to use your phone to start the exercises, to stop the exercises, track how you're going with everything. And this doesn't make any sense to me because if I didn't want any distractions on my Apple Watch, then I could just turn it on do not disturb mode. And I also don't have to use my phone to start and stop exercises. I can just start and stop my exercises on my watch. And then I can see all my data on my Apple Watch, where if you want to see all your data on the Whoop, you have to use the Whoop app. So it just seems like Whoop's creating more steps to do the same kind of thing. Now let's say I was to go buy a Whoop right now, right? Let's say I was, okay? So I go into their website. Okay. The watch is free. The watch is free. Oh, I'm gonna get one right now. Oh, the watch is free, but it's $379 billed annually for a membership to use it. Oh, okay. Well, at least I'll get free shipping, right? Oh, no, I gotta pay $10 extra in shipping for the watch as well. Oh, okay. An average user of their smartwatch keeps their watch for about 3 to 5 years. So let's say we're going with 3 years just for this research, right? For the sake of this video. What am I talking about research? For the sake of this video, I'm not a fucking scientist. This would cost me 1,147 Australian dollars to have my Whoop for 3 years. I've had my phone for less than 3 years, and honestly, I'm about to get a new one. When it says it's at 100% charge, it's not. It's actually at 86% charge, which sometimes feels like it's at 40% charge. Now, let's say I was to buy an Apple Watch instead, okay? Let's see. Like the middle of the range one, tracks my steps, tracks my workouts, does like, you know, the regular sleep tracking that it's supposed to do. A single payment of $649. Or I can get the bigger face for $699. I'll probably have to pay for shipping though. Oh no, shipping's included. It's free shipping. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Let's have a look at what Whoop actually measures. One of Whoop's main claims to fame is that it's a great sleep tracker. Like that's what I hear as well in most of the ads. Like also let me know if one of the ads on this video is a Whoop ad, because honestly that would make my day. In terms of sleep, it's supposed to help you improve recovery, boost your immune system, and make performance gains with better quality sleep. Now naturally I don't really sleep that well, so you can't really claim that it's gonna boost my immune system. Like that sounds pretty far-fetched. And I don't know how you're supposed to erase my memory when I'm trying to sleep, because all I can think of when I'm trying to sleep is something I said when I was drunk 7 months ago that was really embarrassing, and I can't stop thinking it and replaying it over and over again in my head. And just like brain rot memes like yap dollar.
The manatee was about to die of thirsty. Fortunately, the local tourists saw, so they poured water.
Just won't stop yapping in my head before I try and go to sleep. So the Whoop band tracks your sleep, and it will give you suggestions of the best times to go to bed to maximize your recovery, which I will relentlessly ignore. I will go to sleep when I want. I am my own human being. Stop trying to control me. So Whoop tracks all 4 stages of sleep. I didn't even know there were 4. Slow wave sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, and awake sleep. REM sleep isn't real, at least in my case. There's no way it's real. I don't think I've ever achieved REM sleep. I don't think I've ever achieved that hierarchy of sleep before. Now let's talk exercise, baby. Whoop calculates strain, the exertion you put on your body on a scale of 0 to 21. Why 21? Are the developers of Whoop like big blackjack guys? So it gives you daily exertion targets from 0 to 21 to pretty much calculate if you be doing too much or if you be just a lazy piece of shit, really. Now the Apple Watch does have an activity sort of section to it. It gives you stats on like how fast you're running, heart rate, average power wattage, it's waterproof. So the Whoop gives you kind of like finer details, but honestly, it's pretty much everything the same as the Apple Watch can do, really. The Apple Watch says it can detect when you're in a severe car crash. How is that useful? Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's why. Oh, I got in a severe car crash. Oh, that's why, idiot. That makes so much sense. Oh, it's calling emergency services. No, don't call emergency services. No, it wasn't that bad. I'll just walk it off. I don't want a hospital bill. I don't want a medical bill. Another feature the Whoop tracks is recovery. And again, I don't want to hear about it, dude. I don't want to hear it. And you can log daily behaviors like caffeine intake and stuff like that. But honestly, who can be actually fucked? You have a watch, so it does stuff for you. And Whoop boasts a real-time stress tracker. And I'm actually really excited to try this feature. Genuinely the most stressed I'll be in a day, and this says a lot about me, is when I'm playing competitive Rocket League in overtime. I don't have a real job. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You can talk as much shit as you want on the Whoop, but you haven't actually used it. So like, how are you even gonna say anything about it? Yes, you are correct. Yes, you're right. I'm gonna have to get a Whoop. Okay, I know I'm gonna have to get one. I know. So regretfully, I am gonna spend the $379 to get a Whoop plus $10 shipping. I hate you for that, Whoop. Actually, like, that's insane. So I'm gonna use the Whoop for 3 days straight along with my Apple Watch, and I'm not gonna take them off. I'm gonna keep them on the whole time. Yes, Apple Watch, it's your time to shine, baby. Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave right now. Oh my god, he's using it. He's using it. He's finally using it. Oh my god. Okay, we have an update. So I've just gone to get the Whoop band, right? Honestly, I think Whoop has a good thing going on here, guys. When you go to get the watch, obviously it's $379 for an annual membership that you need for the watch, but they offer a 1 month free trial, which is pretty much like a try before you join for $0. Just pay the $10 in shipping. Guys, what is it with Whoop and this shipping shit, man? They take it really seriously. They'll send the Whoop to you and you have a month to use it, and if you don't like it within that 1 month, you can send it back and not pay anything, just with another $10 shipping to send it back to Whoop. But that's it. So I'm gonna try that, and then if I like it, I'll keep it for the year. But if I don't really love it, then I'm just gonna send it back. I actually like the Whoop does that. Hello, I'm ready to work out, baby. I'm in my activewear. So the Whoop came. Here we are. I got the charging thing on it. It doesn't actually look like that. That little bubble is a charging thing for it. The Whoop did take 7 days to get here. So they pretty much, I think they do that on purpose so that, okay, it lessens the amount of time you have to use it before you can send it back. I'm gonna put this Whoop on, and I'm not gonna take this Whoop off. It is Friday, 10 a.m. today. I'm not gonna take this Whoop off until 10 a.m. Monday, which is good because I've actually got things on this weekend, so I'm gonna lose sleep. But yeah, guys, so here it is. Here's the Whoop. Here's the Apple Watch. Let's get to doing some activities, guys. I'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the next week, and I'm standing up. I had a poster right here framed, and it's fallen off. The frame's broken, and I'm gonna have to fix it now, and I'm really mad about it. Here's the deal with the Whoop. Shockingly, I actually liked it, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows, no. First of all, let's talk about what I did like about it, okay? I really liked running with it because before I even used the Whoop, I never ran wearing a watch anyway. I'm a type of guy that runs holding my phone. Everyone thinks I'm really weird and strange for it. I just try to live my life. So usually when I go for a run, I just get up on my phone, press go on Strava, and away I go. Freely change my songs when I'm running and check how far I've run on Strava. But pressing play on the Whoop app when I went to go run, it actually came up on my lock screen with different stats, and I really liked it. It told me in real time what zone I was running in. I've never been a zone kind of guy. I actually never knew what zones actually really meant before this. I kind of thought it was just a silly little term that like really passionate runners that go to a run club on a Saturday morning use. But I kind of liked it. I kind of like sticking into a certain zone, and you know when you're going over that zone that you need to like slow down and chill out a bit. It gives you your heart rate in real time, which was really distracting, but really really fun because here I am trying to like breathe slower whilst I'm running to get my heart rate down like it's a silly little game, which completely goes against everything all the Whoop ads were mentioning about the no screen is for zero distractions, because I think I was more distracted than I've ever been running. I turned it into like a fun game, so it was actually really fun. So I liked it more, but it was more distracting. The next thing I really liked about wearing the Whoop was the sleep stats it gave me. And not because I actually care about the sleep stats. Again, it's kind of like a silly little game. It was interesting for me because as I predicted, it said that I need to get way more sleep than I do. So the Whoop was actually telling me that I only get 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep per night. And it's actually recommending that I get 10.5 hours of sleep. It's saying that I need 10.5 hours of sleep, which is crazy. And I feel like that's just so extra and not needed because I feel fine. I don't need 10.5 hours of sleep. I don't think anyone needs 10.5 hours of sleep. It just seems so excessive. I also love that it tells me how many hours on average I wake up per night. And it says on average, I wake up 2.6 times per hour per night. But I think it's just because I'm a light sleeper and it kind of depends whether or not I'm sleeping with my girlfriend who sometimes sleep talks.
Or maybe she's just running away from me in her sleep.
Isn't that right, man? Isn't that right? It's your fault. Turns out REM sleep is actually real and I actually get it. I don't feel any different, but apparently I'm REMing sleeping. The last thing I like about the Whoop is the stress monitor, and I like it because I think it's actually hilarious.
It's been an absolute game changer for me over the past couple of months has been the stress monitor.
Because every day that I used the Whoop, it said that my stress level on average was high, like just all the time.
Stress.
And I promise I'm fine. I think I'm just constantly worrying about the price of women's menstrual products. I think that women shouldn't have to pay for tampons, and I'm constantly worrying about that and just looking out for them, and I just think it's wrong. What do I not like about the Whoop? Well, I don't like sleeping with it. I think it's uncomfortable, and I think it completely defeats the purpose when it says it's supposed to help you improve your sleep, but I'm waking up to fidget with the Whoop because it's like, feels like it's made of metal on the edges, and it's poking into my skin and waking me up through the night. Completely ruins the point. Not surprisingly, I didn't like that it didn't have a watch face. I found myself just looking at my Apple Watch that I was wearing at the same time to check the time because I couldn't do it on my Whoop. And then if I wanted to do it on my Whoop to check the time, I'd have to get my phone out of my pocket, which I think if you're gonna have it wrist wearable, make it tell the time. However, the Apple Watch does have a lot less statistics than the Whoop gives you. The Whoop gives you a lot more insights on everything pretty much, like running and stuff. But here's the thing. I think it was kind of overwhelming. I'm not a big stats guy. Okay, I'm actually a pretty small stats guy. I found it really overwhelming having all of these stats. I feel like I didn't really need a lot of them, or I didn't actually care at all for any of it. I don't like overthinking stuff, but I'm a constant overthinker, so it's actually also harming my sleep because I'm thinking about getting sleep on the Whoop, so that gives me a high sleep score. I'm staying awake because I'm trying to get a high sleep score, and it's gonna give me a low sleep score because it's gonna bring my stress levels up, and I'm gonna have a higher stress score when I'm trying to get the stress score down by sleeping more, and it's just completely fucking me around, alright? It's completely fucking me around. I also don't like the look of the Whoop. I think I would just rather wear a watch. Now, I can see how the Whoop would be a really good thing for someone who cares a lot about stats and likes the stat, goes to run clubs every Saturday and wants to say, hey, look, I got a fucking perfect sleep score last night and I got up at 5 a.m. What's your sleep score? Oh, you only scored a medium? Kill yourself. And to be honest with you, I just want to go to bed when I want to. I don't want to get alerts saying, okay, you should go to bed now. I want to go to bed when I want to. In comparison to the Apple Watch and the Whoop, personally, I just like wearing something like the Apple Watch. It's simple. It tells me what I need to know. It doesn't stress me out. And I don't find it distracting. I actually find it good and fun. And it just tells me what I need to know. I also think a yearly subscription kind of stresses me out. I think I would much rather just pay for something once and it's done. And that is why I will be sending back my Whoop during the free trial and saving my $379 billed annually. And I'll only be paying for the shipping of $10 to send it back to Whoop. And now I think it's beautiful because whenever I get a Whoop out of my YouTube, I can look back and think back on the time when Whoop was a wearable that tracked my sleep and kind of stressed me out at times, but it was also kind of fun. There's a time in life when all good things have to come to an end. That time is now for the Whoop. I literally kept the packaging, so I'm just gonna put it back into packaging because I think I'm just gonna send it back now. I think I'd rather just wear my silver watch that just has analog and just kind of Just tells the time. I'm not even gonna wear a smartwatch, to be honest with you. I hope you found this video educational and interesting and useful. And you know what? I am glad I tried the Whoop. As much as I didn't want to, I am glad I tried it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see ya around.